Quick recap. Borbs is muted, or he's mouthing the words.
I was born ready.
What's that?
I was born ready.
All right. So, last week was episode 10, The Real Path to the Dragon's Lair. So you guys woke up at the Stonehill Inn and headed downstairs for breakfast. In Omnimu's spot, there was a bag, which I wrote with 2 G's, which Toblin describes as his personal effects from his room. Me took the bag and put it in his own, not exploring the contents for privacy reasons.
Yeah, it's important. Consent is important.
Just skip down the page where it describes what's in the bag. So you guys headed out.
Perhaps there are tinker tools in the bag.
You're gonna have to argue with me about the contents of
I
the
didn't
bag.
hear what you said there, Eric.
Perhaps there's some tinker tools in the bag. I love me tools.
Me love you too.
I lost
I like this
my father
accent.
gave me. It's a sad story.
So you guys headed out to the east to find Augusto at Tresendar Manor, and managed to explore what was perhaps a concerning or perhaps a not so concerning number of pebbles along the way to Tresendar Manor.
I'll have to review that later.
Yeah.
What's
We have to get back to those.
head back to the pebbles?
Yeah.
Once you found Augusto, you discuss climbing the mountain in search of your friend Omnimu. Augusto used his sextant to review the angles of the mountain and lets the group know of an incoming storm after using that. Kundarg asks to see the sextant and secretly casts a spell which causes a smell of flatulence to be emitted from the sextant anytime it's used. Augusto took another look, gave sideways glances at the group as he smells the flatulence, not sure of who done it, and puts it away. You continued up the side of the mountain, coming to a 15-foot gap. Me deftly jumped over the gap, passing his extending rod back to his comrades. Chipunk phase shifted across the gap, sending a rope back as well. Rowan, Lemurak, Kundarg, and Augusto pole vault over with varying scores for sticking or not sticking their landings. Augusto failed miserably, and the group pulls him up by the rope tied around his waist. You traveled further up the narrow path, eventually coming to a section where the path has fallen away, which is about 35 feet across, with a cliff face on one side and open air on the other. After a series of fumbles and bumbling around, me managed to secure anchors across the cliff face, and the group makes it across. You traveled upwards to a plateau shortly thereafter, which presents 3 options to you. A small, narrow path, much like what you've been traversing, a plateau with a place to take a rest, or a 30-foot cliff which looks easier to climb but is riddled with scratch marks from some small claws. The storm begins approaching quicker, and the group decides to head up the easier cliff face with the scratch marks. And after everyone in the group fails to climb up, Chipunk used his echo to teleport to the top and drop a rope so everyone could climb up. Everyone then proceeded to climb up the rope and are faced with a section with 3 caves in a clearing. Me does some investigating and uncovers that the scratch marks and animal bones are likely from a basilisk. You guys took a short rest to gather yourselves before you... ...
Before we close our eyes and
attack the darkness.
I thought we were going to take a long rest because it had been basically the whole day climbing up a mountain.
Well, it's up to you. I mean, you've come to a clearing. There are 3 caves here. There's some scratch marks. Do you rest where you feel comfortable?
You will always have me to keep watch from one static
Why
angle.
do I have to keep watch?
Ooh. Oh yeah, we're in a cave. Or no? What? Ow! The first time is the sweetest. When I just
But the 5th
Oh.
time is equally funny.
I avoided. No. Try. I try.
So, you guys are standing in this clearing. Before you, there is... So, let's think of about a circular patch of about 30 feet. And there are 3 cave entrances dug and carved into the rock face in front of you.
Are there any X's around any of the cave entrances?
Oh.
So, I'll have you make an investigation check.
Oof. Oh.
All right. So you don't notice any X's, but you do notice that the 3 cave entrances make at least part of 3 different shapes. The first cave is very round in the shape of a semicircle. The second cave is very square and rectangular, like a square.
Semi-square.
And the third cave isn't just a smaller square at that stage.
It's star.
And the third cave is in the shape of... The third cave entrance is in the shape of a equilateral triangle.
Ooh. These geometric caves are most interesting. I've never seen a triangular cave before.
Well, it's like this, right? That's the entrance of the cave. So one is like this,
Yeah.
kind of round. One is very square, and the third one is a triangle.
Wow. I mean, my vote is the exotic triangle cave.
Square is the most efficient. People.
Watch out for
Arg.
rock lizard.
Always sail towards the sunset. To the round cave.
Just 3 different options. Maybe someone wants to climb back down the mountain. Someone else wants to climb a different route. Let's just split in all directions.
Maybe. Yeah.
These scratches from rock lizard make you rock hard if found.
Don't get too excited. Do the scratches look like they're in front of any particular cave or all of them?
All 3 caves have scratches in front of them. You don't discern the scratches on one cave to be any bigger or more prominent than any other cave.
Are entrances of any cave more bigger or prominent than any other?
Well, one is in the shape of a semicircle.
Okay, but in general, they're similar shapes.
Yeah, they're generally the same size. They're just different shapes. They're actually not the same shape because I've described them as 3 different shapes, but they're roughly the same size entrances.
Yeah.
Seems we're at an impasse here.
Just putting the screws to
A
you.
decision is impossible.
Why don't we play a game of dice to decide the winner?
Flip a 3-sided coin.
We could wait. Let it come to us.
Ah, a kill box. But which cave do we set up the kill box in front of?
Like, just make camp in front of, like, in the middle of the clearing. I never closed my eyes, so.
I know. Let's make a campfire and start cooking up some juicy steaks or something. I think we have some orc steaks we could warm up on a campfire. I mean, whatever monster's in there can't resist the smell of steaks. They'll
I
come
think
right
that
out
orc
and
steaks got taken to the dragon's lair.
Oh,
damn it.
yeah. Good one.
No one else is carrying those around.
All right.
Maybe
Let's
in bag
forage.
though.
Let's
I'm gonna.
begin.
You know what? That's a good excuse. Let's open up on the unused bag. Maybe steak in here.
Fair.
And I'll
That's a
open
good
it
idea.
without
We'll see.
consent. Throwing consent to the wind.
No one gives a consent.
All right. Yeah, I heard you. I'm just writing this down because yet again, ill prepared for option Q. Let me go back here and open up
Come
my
back around, don't
previous
worry.
notes.
We'll bail out of this option halfway through.
All right, so so you open up the bag and you find a small amount of gold. Just eyeballing it, roughly 18 gold pieces.
I'll take the gold.
I can't cast count past 5, so
Are you robbing yourself?
it's 5 gold.
You find 3 silver flasks. You find a butcher's knife, a whole bunch of twine, and a red leather-bound journal.
Ooh,
Is this
that's
steak?
a next level of privacy invasion if we read his journal.
No stakes, just put it back. Time to bail out of this option and go back to our other one.
This tiny knife no good. Throw the butcher's knife off the mountain.
Oh,
All right.
Hitting a goat right in the neck.
I'll have
basilisk.
you make a ranged attack. How hard do you throw it? Are you just tossing it off the side, or are you like really hoofing it?
I'm really huffing it.
All right.
Alright, let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna roll.
All right. So you wind up and throw this butcher's knife, which glints in the moonlight. It's nighttime, right? You guys haven't rested yet. It's nighttime.
we're deciding long rest.
Glints in the moonlight as it twirls end over end through the air and disappears down the side of the mountain.
Poof.
No orc steaks in bag. Only book and 5 coins. And 3 silver cup.
Well, we could begin a foraging expedition throughout the mountainside, looking for an animal to capture and prepare juicy steaks to lure out the other animal that we're trying to capture.
Arr, I'm not here to sacrifice to some new god.
we can make big campfires inside of each of them and block the entrances and like suffocate them.
Oh,
Boop.
that's an awesome idea. Inspiration for that idea.
Boop.
Let's do
Smoke them
that.
out. I
Smoke
like
them out of
it.
the tunnel. Let's just assume these tunnels aren't incredibly huge underground, making this
Or
really
heaven.
unlikely to work.
I mean,
Smoke itself to filter through to the underground, so
yeah, actually, it's gonna stay up.
it's a good idea. Let's do it.
Let's still do it. It's like our level of good idea
Oh
by
yeah,
our standards.
could backfire terribly, or they just open a window.
They just open a window. There's no window in the mountains, you fool!
Ventilation in there.
maybe we need to take off our pants and block the
I do remember that was a key step. I can't remember why, but
It's
Important.
crucial.
If these be dwarven caves, there's definitely ventilation.
This is the strangest Scottish accent I've ever heard, but I love it.
It's good.
I haven't seen.
So you
My
guys-
wife makes fun of me all the time for my accents.
So are you guys making one fire? Are you making a fire at each entrance?
Each
What's
entrance.
each
yeah,
entrance?
lots of fires.
Yeah. Eventually, they will start like putting it out, and we're gonna hear which cave they're in.
Intelligent basilisk.
Yeah, the basilisks, the scratch mark beasts, and then we just fireball whichever entrance makes noise.
Whichever fire turned to stone, that is where Rock Lizard is.
Beep boop.
Just nuts. To smoke out the caves. Alright, so you search around through your bags and you look around on the ground and manage to find enough scraps of wood and some tinder to swipe right and start a fire. And you carry that fire to each entrance of a cave. How deep into the cave are you putting it? Are you just right at the entrance? How are you getting the smoke to go into said cave?
Maybe not right next to the entrance, but how we get the smoke in, I don't know if somehow block the cave or like.
Take off your pants and block the cave.
That's
Yeah, like I think we build like the fires like 5 to 10 feet into the cave, and we just stack branches and bushes and whatever stuff we can find. And yeah, we can do
I just
waving
use my hands.
just to try and block off this side of it.
Okay. So, are you trying to do this in a stealthy manner, or are you guys just literally like dragging some lumber around?
There's no
clanging
stealthing for this.
together?
This is construction.
All right. All right. And you said you're going about 5 to 10 feet into the cave.
Yeah.
Constantly vigilant.
of course.
Okay.
We are expecting conflict. We are doing this because we want to bring out conflict.
All right.
We don't want to look for it.
Are you guys all splitting up and doing this individually? Are you tackling one cave at a time? Is your
Haphazard and completely unorganized.
God damn it! So much more difficult.
That's definitely accurate. I mean,
It's role playing at its finest.
It certainly is.
Bumping into each other, collecting wood and bushes.
All
I
right.
think we're gonna do it all more or less simultaneously. We do have a storm.
Just be happy that we agreed to do something.
Yeah.
I
Right,
mean-
we're moving forward with a plan.
Okay. Who is doing the gathering of items and putting them 5 to 10 feet into each cave?
Well, we each had a favorite cave earlier. I picked this.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I cannot do manual labor. I'm gonna need someone to do my cave.
Well, I have my own cave, so I'm the manual labor guy for this square.
Yeah, I'll do the round one.
All right, who will join me in the best cave of all, the Triangle Cave?
Me has not decided on cave yet.
Well, then do the Triangle Cave. The other two are taken care of.
Has more headspace. Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Excellent.
Chipunk was going in the round cave,
Square.
square cave. Square cave. Lemurak was going to the round one.
Yep.
And me to the triangular.
Ryan, how you can fix the situation? You could say like 15 feet into the cave, they all merge into one hallway.
I mean,
I'm only going 5 feet in.
Yeah.
This 10-foot idea is a bit crazy.
As each of you kind of gather your bundle of wood and tinder and bushes and all this stuff, and you're rummaging about the entrance of the caves, out of the circular cave and the triangular cave, you hear a sorry, so that would be Lemurak and
Me.
you hear terrible scratching noises and a deep, low hissing sound from within the cave.
Not now, Kondog. You.
And you now must roll initiative.
We need to be able to click our
Tracker up.
things.
Good like fighting
We're on the
basilisks
map.
alone.
Hold on. I'm just trying to bring up the... Where's the turn counter? There we go. It's the timer.
We're on the map though, so we don't have icons.
Oh, I know. Just relax.
Alright.
I've made some real super quality maps from scratch that you'll be very happy to see. Just have to copy your characters over here. So we need a Chipunk, we need a Lemurak. Boom, Control C. Right, so got ringleader over here.
Ringleader. Mafia gang.
All right. Plan for this. What do I do with this character? Where's Kundarg in all of this?
Kind of managing.
All right.
It's too small to carry shit.
Managing. We got some managers. Middle management action. So let me. Oh, good God. What have I done?
Flip the table. Just be happy we agreed to anything.
Map layer. Okay. Alright, now I drag you over to this page I'm on. And you should be able to see nothing. Is that the case?
Yep.
Ooh, I see everything.
Alright, so here. Is your clearing. Extremely quality caves.
Why is there blackness around me? Aha. No.
Well,
I'm in a dark cave.
all right. So we got some initiatives coming in here. We need
Should
to
I?
go from. Yeah, you can roll initiative too.
I mean, I don't know if I'm a part of this at all because I'm in a different entrance.
I would be ahead of me. So we're tied.
When said A is in neighbor and way.
Oh, cute. But I don't have 12 hit points.
Right, we got 4. Who are we missing here?
Oh, you're missing me.
No, I can see me over there in turn order.
Got him. It's just a constant
get
troll.
You infected me now, I think about it.
I think Bob needs to take Kundark here for a little bit. He's got the next best accent. Tried and true.
There.
19.
Should be in your journal there.
I jump off a cliff.
All right, so from out of the darkness, you hear a terrible scratching sound, and a dark shape with glowing bluish green eyes darts out of both, or darts towards the entrance of both the semicircle cave and the triangle cave. 10, 15, 20. All right.
So if it gets
Hey,
that close to me, Ryan, I get to take an attack of opportunity
why is that?
because I'm a polearm master now, and when people enter into my area, I get the choice of doing an attack of opportunity.
All right,
Ooh,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Nice.
Is that like at all times, like you're walking through the kingdom and someone's within 10 feet and you're just like, Howard!
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, technically, but you can only take one until the end of my until you can only take one reaction until the end of your next turn. So if multiple people do it, I can only choose to do it once a round. But I will go ahead and take a little smackaroo here of my glaive.
Gotcha.
Oof.
An 8. That is going to be a miss.
And we have a fire here, right?
Yeah, you've got a little fire at the entrance.
Okay.
Just verifying that.
Well, it makes a difference in terms of light, right? If it's dim light,
True.
I have to do it in disadvantage. But if I'm right next to a fire, it's like bright light
It's-
for 20 feet or so.
Yeah, it's not like a roaring, dangerous fire because you were still in the midst of getting it set up as you were like bumbling forward with all of the wood and
So would you
stuff
call
like
it dim then?
that.
It's okay if it is. It doesn't make a
Yeah,
difference.
I would probably call it dim
Okay.
on because it's nighttime outside. You guys are
Okay.
still in the process of lighting the fires. So all right. The one in the semicircle cave uses the dash action to run forward towards Lemerac. And the one in the triangle cave deep within the cave, just in front of your dim vision, you can see. This is specific to me and Rowan. So you can see the glowing bluish green eyes of this creature, and it seems to lock eyes with me.
Rock
And
lizard.
you'll need to take a Constitution saving throw.
Hmm.
Ooh, you made it. You made it. So other than being a little bit eye-catching, seeing these glowing eyes in the dark cave, it doesn't otherwise have any impact on you at the moment. All right, me's turn.
It's my turn.
Yeah,
Why?
because his
Right.
dexterity is higher than mine.
Oh, why don't we just jangle it up then? There we go.
I turned on my tiebreaker for future needs. All right, I am going to attack this dude that's in front of me, I guess. As well.
Right?
Is it at disadvantage or normal?
It is dimly lit. So, if that
So
if that
people
would
with
cause
dark
any,
vision would be attacking like normal, and people without dark vision would be at disadvantage.
Okay, so I guess I have disadvantage on this attack.
You should have set up raging torture for it.
Oh yeah.
well, there you go. 20 is most definitely a hit.
All right. So because nobody near me, I get sneak attack as well. So I'll do this. And I will add on some sneak attack damage.
Oof.
all that good stuff. And
Alright.
then I will use my bonus action to disengage. And I will run away. Ah.
Boys. Are you screaming? Okay.
I mean, R.
Yes. So I can hear it. Because I'm stacking bushes.
There's something after me in there. I think I got it.
Yeah.
Yarr. Beep boop.
Alright. That's Lemurac. Me.
So would I know enough about these creatures to know, like, to want to close my eyes?
So, you were the one who identified through a strong nature check that that they were in fact basilisks, or the markings were from a basilisk. If I recall, you had a really strong roll on that nature
17.
check. So yeah, so I'll say you have the wherewithal to decide
Okay.
whether you look at it or not.
All right, I
yourself.
will close my eyes since I'm already at disadvantage anyway, and I'll use bonus action to rage, and
Uh-oh.
I will do a reckless attack, canceling out my disadvantage.
It cancels out. Oh, because it gives you advantage.
Mhm.
Cancel it out.
All right, so here's a glaive attack. Is that it?
That's it. Yep. Sorry, I didn't hear the.
That's okay.
The
Ooh, so that
Rolling.
is not the right button. That's not the right button at
I
all.
was gonna say that's an
Okay,
immense
so
amount of
it
damage.
takes 10 magical slashing damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to. Nah, I'm not going to back up. Alright, that's me.
We know.
Terrible.
All right.
You're up,
Next we
you're up,
have
brother.
Chipunk.
Oh, me? Shit, I thought
No.
it was all the way down.
We could do Kundarg if you needed.
No, 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 no. I was just smoking weed. But do I hear people fighting and screaming? Like, because I'm in this third cave stacking bushes tending to the fire.
So I'll have you make a perception check.
Okay. Uh,
Oh,
Oof.
well. That's a really good roll. I was kind of hoping you didn't hear what was going on, but you recognize the familiar sound of weapons being brandished as you hear your friends start to shuffle around and some general
I'm also bellowing in
growling.
rage, so.
That's true. You hear me bellowing in rage.
so probably the rage is the loudest. Me raging is the loudest noise I can
Rock
hear.
lizard!
Okay, so I'm drawn to the noise. I'm like, people. Let's see, 5. I'm assuming the cave entrance is like it's. I'm out of the cave here, 15 feet, and then I see the noise is here. I go. I go 15. This is 30 feet here. I will use my. I'm like, beep. What is this? And I use my bonus action to drop this oversized deco.
I can't. I don't understand why it comes in oversized every time.
You can do. I don't know, but I'm gonna
Oh, sorry. You
No.
got it.
front of me.
Front?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I touched it again. I will
You
stop touching it.
So that's my. Yeah. So beep. What is this creature? Oh,
He's
I'm
fire
done.
lizard. I mean, rock lizard.
Open your eyes. What are you doing?
It make you rock hard if you look in its eyes.
Ooh. Beep. So would I know? Did he mention a basilisk? Would I know?
I
I
said
mean,
rock lizard.
okay,
He
rock
said
lizard.
rock lizard,
That
yeah.
makes you rock hard.
Okay. And I'm not intel. I don't know. I can roll something, but I don't think I'm smart enough. Smart robot to deduce that.
No,
I mean, unless it's a common knowledge that I know of a basilisk, like I do, like this software developer guy in Montreal who knows about basilisk. If I would fight one, I would keep my eyes closed.
So here's a question.
Yeah.
Would the potential petrifying power of a basilisk affect a robot
I
Warforge?
I would think
Or is it like or does it have to be um like
I mean
organic?
the only thing is, well, it depends on the description of a basilisk, but I'm a normal creature. The only thing is I'm immune to disease. And I don't need to sleep, and I cannot be put to sleep by magic.
Okay. Okay. So yes,
But
I think it would
The real question is, does he have a soul?
I'm going to find out the answer. I don't know why I'm here. They just let me go. Like, what the fuck? Boop. Beep, boop. I'm done. I'm done.
What's the meaning of life? Beep boop.
Yeah.
all right.
You were put
That-
here
Uh
to pass butter.
yeah, that is
Uh-oh, it's going rampant. It's gonna start rampaging soon. This is the first sign.
next up we have Kundarg.
Okay. Kandar. Good question.
View all spells in great detail.
Uh, okay. Kandar is going to say, I see you've brought a friend, little man. Let me slow it down for you. And I'll cast Ray of Frost on this guy.
nice. I like it.
And I'm really not sure if this guy has dark vision or not. I think he's a hoggoblin. I bet he does. So,
Hobgoblin probably does. 14. The ray of frost goes slightly wide and disappears into the cave.
curse me kilts. Let's see. That'll be it for him.
All right. We're up to Rowan.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna blast him with a deadly Eldritch Blast.
He looks forward to it. It's been a while since someone tickled him with an Eldritch Blast.
No, it's not a very
Alas,
good
the
blast.
blast goes wide.
Alright. That's my turn. Very simple.
Uh,
For now.
I'll say, fellas, like that's a bit of a weak start, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. So it's the basilisk's turn. Me's got his eyes closed. Chipunk, what are you You never mentioned your eyes were closed.
Do I probably Basilisk is a common knowledge. I would know what's going on right now where we are, given the scratch marks and me's eyes closed and
Did you attack
But
him?
I'm a warrior.
Now,
Sorry?
you're behind me, right?
Yeah,
I don't think you'd necessarily see that his eyes are closed, right? In the dim light. Do you have dark vision or anything
no, I
exciting? No?
don't. But I mean, me is next to me. I mean, I see that. I don't know. You could see if somebody's eyes is closed and swinging wildly, raging.
I have very
But-
Does it
deep
look
set
much
eyes.
different from his regular rage?
So it's up to you if a basilisk. I would know off a basilisk or not.
So I'll get you to roll a nature check, and we'll leave it to the fates to decide.
Fair
Slash,
enough.
I'll judge your roll and decide if it makes sense or not.
Average.
11. Yeah, I think you would. You've heard of this type of creature before, and so I guess you're just averting your eyes at the moment.
Right? I closed my eyes. Well,
Okay,
yeah.
you've closed your eyes. Okay.
We're
And
looking at not.
what about Rowan? What's your?
I shot at it, so I don't think I was not looking at it in order to shoot at it.
All right. I will then have you make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I feel myself getting hard.
You feel yourself getting hard. And your feet stick to the ground. They're heavier than you've ever felt before. And you can feel tightness creeping up your legs. And you're currently restrained.
Ah.
And then over on this side, Kundarg fired a ray of frost, so he's likely aiming at the basilisk. So I'll get
Yeah, I
him
should have thought of that.
to make a Constitution saving throw. So Kundarg's eyes follow the ray of frost into the cave that he launched, and he manages to avert the gaze of the basilisk. Lemurak, are you facing the basilisk, or you're facing away from the basilisk at this stage?
I ran away from it. So like I attacked it, but then I ran away from it.
With your back turned, or like backing up, or
I'm assuming with my back turned because I moved full distance.
okay, seems reasonable. All right. So now these basilisks are going to move. So the basilisk from the round cave is going to make a bite attack against Kundarg. Oh. And as the basilisk leaves the entrance of the cave, it's blinded by the moonlight and doesn't realize that the small fire that was lit is under its belly for a period of time, and it takes 2 points of damage. Oops. I guess you guys can't see that roll. The basilisk critically failed his bite, so
Nice.
just throwing some flavor in there.
Nice.
All right. The other basilisk is going to make a bite attack against the Echo.
Let's see. I think he probably takes disadvantage on that because I hit him during my rage.
He takes disadvantage.
I believe so. I should know my rules
Okay.
better, but I'll just double check.
No, I think that sounds like
Yes,
it's
disadvantage on
correct.
any attack that isn't against me.
All right, and he rolled a 9 against the Echo,
That's a miss.
and that's a miss. All right, Lemurak,
All right.
your back is turned to this basilisk that's now outside of its cave.
So I'm going to.
So before you start, something you did notice is the small fire that that was in the circular cave that the basilisk trampled over is now kind of scattered and smoked out. The fire that Chipunk was lighting in the square cave seems to be burning a little bit more brightly. And so it's casting a little bit of light in the area surrounding it.
So I guess I will come over here, and I will attack. I'm guessing disadvantage because of the light situation. Question mark? Yes. Okay.
Yeah, it's so actually, now that you are fully outside, I don't really have a better description than dim, but there is moonlight that's making it easier to see than when you were inside of the cave.
So more normalish.
Normal light. It's dim normal, but not dim to the point where it's disadvantageous to you.
Okay. All right. So I will attack then. Since I have somebody else attacking it with me, I get advantage.
Ooh, 26 is
6.
definitely a miss.
And I will do some damage and some sneak attack damage. 14. And then I will. What do?
Forfeit?
Yeah, forfeit. I think I'm going to attack it with my dagger as well.
Dagger strike. 22 is a hit. Oh. For another 7 damage. So this basilisk's Earthshaker cannon is looking a little bit bent.
That's my turn.
All right. Next up, we have me.
All right. Gonna go for another reckless attack.
18 is a hit.
Okay, that's 7 damage.
All right.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to use the butt of my glaive here to attack again.
Glaive butt.
And that should be disadvantaged, but I'm sure it is a miss anyway, so...
Yeah, eight's a miss.
Yeah.
You can roll it if you want, but just in case it's a 20, you don't want to waste it. They're only dishing out so many of those each evening, especially on Tuesdays.
All right, and that's the end.
All right. Next up, we have Chipunk.
I turn around, I open my eyes, and I slice this thing through my echo.
All right.
And
Roll
close
your
my eyes.
attack. Whoa.
Ooh. Wait, I'm not lucky. Ah. I used my inspiration! Can you reroll it?
Yeah.
Ah, yeah. Fuck.
Oh. not great.
Roll the 3.
All right. You opened and closed your eyes so quickly that when you swung your sword, you didn't feel it come into contact with anything.
Nah. I shut my eyes further. Let's see.
Right. Next up, we have.
No! Wait, I'm pissed. I'm sorry. I action surge.
All right.
I'm so sorry. I turn around and do it again.
Oh, 20 is a hit.
For 8 slashing damage.
8 slashing. 8. All right. In the dim light of this cave, your katana manages to make purchase with the basilisk, or what you think is the basilisk.
Something that needs killing.
All right, is that it?
Yep, thank you.
All right, we'll move to Kundarg.
Take it away, Eric.
What the fuck be in front of us? It seems to have hit my head.
It's a basilisk.
Basilisk. Hey. It's a hard word to say. I see I've tried my ray of frost. Let's do it again. That didn't do shit.
It should be like in your like weapons area. There maybe is a ray of frost.
And Eric, just let you know you're in melee combat with it, so you'd have to roll disadvantage on a ranged attack.
Oh. Good to know. Oh, I see. Yeah, he has it in his attack here. Crossbow would be too close. And I don't think it's at disadvantage because I have night eyes.
Oh, and Ryan said that the moon is ultra bright.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
full moon this evening. Now that it's out of the cave.
Right. Well, me papa always said, stab. And that's why he's dead.
Ill-gotten advice. So you stumble forward with your dagger and fumble it in your hand, not managing to break through to the basilisk. Is that it?
I think so. I
Right.
don't know if he gets a second attack or anything. Don't think so.
Then we're over to Rowan, who is feeling his legs slowly seizing on him.
Well, I point my finger, which is still not turned to stone, at this basilisk, and I blast him with an eldritch blast. Why can't I ever hit with this damn eldritch blast?
And where your last blast went wide to the right, this blast goes wide to the left and drifts off harmlessly into the cave. And then I will have you make a Constitution saving throw. While your blast was ineffective, you managed to wiggle your toes strong enough that you break free of the restraint that was creeping up your legs. All right. So me has his eyes closed. Chapunk, your eyes are closed. Rowan, you should probably make another Constitution saving throw.
Oh,
And just as you wiggle your toes free, you feel them firmly grip to the surface of the ground again.
easy come, easy go.
Similarly, Lemurak and Kundarg, I'll get you to each make Constitution saving throws.
Poof.
And both of you manage to avert the basilisk gaze for now. So the basilisk in the triangle cave is going to attack the echo that's in front of him with a bite. I didn't need to roll that with disadvantage.
You know what? Actually, if he's got his eyes closed, he's blinded.
Yeah.
So it would cancel out the disadvantage on him. Because you get advantage on attacking people who are blinded if they can't see you and you can see them.
Okay.
You get advantage, so it cancels out.
Okay. Well, even with disadvantage, I got a 20, and 20 was the first roll. So.
R.I.P.
And he deals.
He has 1 hit point.
Okay, then
Hit.
he ripped.
It's an object.
He got ripped. And as the vision or the echo dissipates in front of him, the basilisk howls and takes a step forward towards me. Over on the other side here, this basilisk is going to take a monstrous bite at Kundarg. Uh, 16? Eric, is 16 a hit? Corpse? 16 a hit?
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll get you to take 10 piercing damage and 5 poison damage.
Hey, that'll sting for days.
Does I have no armor on?
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, you must have armor.
Nudie wrestling.
I don't know hobgoblins very well.
All right. I'm pretty sure he had some kind of armor.
13's so low though.
But he's an artificer, right? So potentially not. Maybe mage armor of some description, or like a trinket that gives him something. All right, so that Basilisk did some damage, and we're back to Lemurak.
Okay, I will do my attack. Okay.
20 is a hit.
There, 12. And might as well go for my dagger.
20 is another hit. Sorry.
Reaction.
Shield?
7.
It says it's one reaction. I don't know. Does that have to be prepared?
No.
It's a reaction though, like when you're getting attacked by something or a spell blasted at you or something.
Yeah, if you get hit, you can trigger shield.
So then I'd have +5. So I'd have 18 AC.
Only when you trigger it.
I think he's saying he wants to retcon trigger it.
I don't know the character, that's all. So, like you're saying, he has low AC.
But if you roll a 20, is that the case?
He'd have to roll.
No,
I
you-
rolled a
Roll the 16.
I rolled
I
a
see, okay,
16
okay.
on the
Then
on
yeah,
the Basilisk.
perfect time to use it.
I'm gonna retcon that for poor Meebert.
Alright. You may recover said health. Excuse me. Lemurak manages to slash at the basilisk with his rapier. And as he's coming around from this twirling move that he does, his dagger slides out and manages to find the soft underbelly of the beast. And the beast, whoops, keels over, dead.
Arr.
All right, me.
Okay, it's just in the middle of shaming Kevin on Facebook. Alright, next attack. $10 damage.
18's a hit and 10 damage.
And then another butt attack. 8.
8 is a miss.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right, Chapunk.
Boo boo boo. I use my bonus action for an oversized echo. And I wish I can resize. I cannot. No. Anyway. And I make the same kind of deal. I maybe take a step back or whatever.
You can't resize these.
I cannot. I would do it. I would not wait for you.
Incredibly annoying that I have to resize
I
it
know.
every
But
time.
maybe someday you can recreate my token, like create a new one with a different size if you cannot change this one. But anyway, I attack through my sentry's position.
All right. 10 is a miss.
I miss. That is it.
Well, that was anticlimactic.
Yep.
Kundarg's turn. Eric?
Hmm.
Sorry. How far away are these crudely drawn caves from each other?
They're as far as they are on the like each of the squares is 5 feet.
There. Okay. Wait, I have a.
Today
Do
we're
I
gonna
have
learn how to
line
play.
of sight?
Hmm.
I
Right down there.
wouldn't say so from this angle, but if you step to the right, you may.
Okay, speed 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
Yeah, I'd say if you're able to see at that stage. I mean, the caves are fairly crudely drawn, so
If I remember right, his crossbow is actually a gun.
that's right. Flintlock pistol.
Me, you better duck. Shoot! Go.
22 is a hit. Oh, 8 damage. All right, the small musket ball from the flintlock pistol manages to hit the creature, even though he's in the dark. You were able to see where he was based on his eyes, and managed to do some damage. Is that it for Kundarg?
His lassie.
All right, Rowan.
Well, you know what's coming. This time, third time's the charm. Yeah.
This time your Eldritch Blast manages to make a connection with some of the spines along its back.
Oh, please don't roll a 1 on the damage. Oh, come on.
You got
Come
your wish.
on.
Big old 2. You did get your wish.
Don't I get bonus something? Oh, man.
I feel like later on you'll get bonus something, but for now it's weak sauce.
God.
All right,
Yeah.
you manage to scratch a few of its rocky spines on its back. And I'll have you make a Constitution saving throw.
Right. Constitution. Oh, jeez.
You're unable to stop the rock hard feeling coursing through your veins, and you find yourself rock hard from the basilisk, and you are now petrified.
Oh, wrong card.
Well, that's not good.
It's less than ideal, that's for sure.
I mean, could you close your eyes after you cast a spell and like,
Well, I don't know. This is like a shooting spell. I don't know that I can
I mean-
literally aim it without.
is it looking at you? It's looking at me and this echo and like, okay.
I'm just a statue now. You guys have to carry me everywhere. I'm very important to the team unity. I'm basically the mascot at this point.
One of our party members was abducted by a dragon. The other one is a statue now. We're losing.
All right. The basilisk's turn. Now, Chipunk, when you've been attacking, you've been looking at him when you've been attacking.
I've been tremendously looking at the rules of the basilisk and of the echo and everything. It doesn't really like. I wasn't looking at it. I can be 30 feet away from it behind a solid wall, and I can attack, but I attack from the echo's position. So I
Yeah,
don't know. It's up to the
I
interpretation.
would say is a pretty solid workaround.
Like
It makes sense because you're not looking at it directly, right? So
at level 14, I get the ability to look from the echo's position. Before then, I get no fucking idea what this thing. I'm just like
you're just
forming
attacking through it. Okay.
time and space, and kind of like this thing is
Well, if you can't see
yeah.
through it and you're behind a wall, then you'd probably attack at disadvantage, right? Because you can't see it.
It doesn't say anything about it,
But if it says later on you can look through the echo,
yeah.
I would say it's up to Ryan, but
Yeah,
that,
Exactly.
that to me
I
would
think that
imply.
I think that makes sense. So far,
I'm-
every time he's done it, he's been able to see
Yeah.
where he's.
I
Like,
hesitated before this move, so yeah, I'm completely fine that I need to slice. Like I need to see this thing. Like my interpretation, reading Reddit and stuff like this back in the day, is that when I attack through the echo's position, like momentarily time and space shift that my sword makes contact. So I actually attack from my echo's position, from that brief instance of attacking. So yeah, I'm not. I would have to roll with the disadvantage if my eyes are closed, even through echo. I
Okay.
agree. I agree.
Okay, so the remaining basilisk takes a mighty bite at me. Whoops.
But also, it doesn't say that I have to see the
Yeah,
target.
it says you mentally command it.
I literally can be in another room as far as I'm reading the uses of the echo and stuff.
It
All
says
right.
when you take the attack action on your turn, any attack you make with that action can originate from your space or the echo space.
So I can be swinging wildly in a matrix room, and like echo is like.
Yeah.
I guess you just don't know that it's hitting, even though it is.
And you can't see it, so you're kind of guessing where it is when you're doing it for your echo.
Yeah, but what if we're in a different rooms? But
And how would you see, right? How would you know to attack this way versus that way?
very true. Yeah, exactly true. Very, I agree with Bob. Actually, yeah.
The
I'll
theme
have
for
to
this night is read the damn rules, because Niver doesn't have armor on, so he's got an AC of 12. Ridiculous.
You know what you really need to do is read the pebbles on the ground. That's what it comes down to.
Hey, the DM says there's something significant in the pebbles. There's something significant in the pebbles. It's not on me that got said.
It's true.
May or may not be something significant about the pebbles.
Listen, I look at pebbles and there's not anything significant. You were making this world and you said there may or may not be. Well, therefore, there may be.
All right. So the basilisk missed its bite attack, and we're back up to Mr. Marcisi.
All right, sir. Well, I'm really far away from the action here.
You pretty much murdered that first basilisk single-handedly. Kundarg had a ray of frost that went off. He did stab it. We'll throw him the credit where credit is due, but I think you attacked it like 6 times in that period of time.
All right, I just dash over to here, as far as I can move.
All right. Me.
Alright. He's going to continue his reckless attacking.
Oof.
19 is a hit.
7 damage.
Ooh. You manage to catch it with your glaive under the chin. And it slowly whimpers as it keels over.
All right, I open my eyes and bad rock lizard. What's the state
Yeah,
of Dark You over here? You see that, Dark You?
I'm rocks. I don't respond. I'm made of stone.
Hmm.
So, me, as you turn around, you notice that where Rowan was standing, there's now a statue of what looks to be Rowan in the midst of casting some kind of spell.
Is it a cool pose?
Dark
Like,
You.
was it a good moment?
Oh, it's pretty cool. I hit with that attack.
Wake up, Dark You. Dark
Is
Don't
his
You?
respond.
backpack frozen as well?
Yep. All
Yep.
magical items are frozen along with me. Or all items in general.
He is petrified.
Man, good thing I have me tinker tools to chisel off his backpack.
People, why do you want stone? Whatever. What is wrong with him? Oh,
Arr! Somebody use your magic and get him back.
I have a katana.
Which one of you is the cleric?
Oh, yeah.
Who's this guy we're traveling with? You there. Fix this man.
Uh, out from a rock outcropping, you see Augusto peek his head around and say, "Oh, you messed with the basilisks.
We killed them.
Their wrath is rock hard. The only person I certainly don't have the skills to free your friend. The only person I can think of is back at Vandalin. But it's a long journey with many perilous.
Drop him over one of those gaps. There's no going back.
Make him a speed bump.
We have to be quick. It's bad to be rock hard for longer than 4 hours. We have to rock him.
Yarr. I say we just move on. He's dead.
And not on.
We've lost 2.
Let this also be a lesson when you fail 3 Constitution saving throws with something that turns you into stone. Time to start closing your eyes.
I couldn't
He's
possibly fail
Really trying
3.
those Eldritch Blasts.
All for 2 damage.
All for 2 damage. True. Alright, so what's your guys' plans? Throws a
Well, we got one character who's extremely underprepared, which is Kundarg. And now we have one character down.
Yarr, we have to go get the dead the corpse of Omnamu. That's the goal of this mission. To go fight a dragon for the corpse of Omnamu.
Yes, be damned of all the casualties in the process.
Who said that?
You. You're all thinking it.
I'm just gonna go pee real quick.
Ooh, do that in the bathroom.
Sounds good. Good timing.
I mean, should we pack our bags and go back to
I
town?
think this is a time where we need Scott to tell us, out of character, what would you like us to do? If you want to salvage this character, we need to go back to Phandalin.
I don't know. I don't think that makes a lot of sense to do.
It's gonna be an adventure, probably filled with loot.
You might want to start coming up with a secondary character.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if you continue your mission, you might find like
Uh,
a scroll of greater
Put it this way.
restoration or something like that.
Yeah, we can't cast that for a while. Gundar needs armor. Like, you're not going up against a dragon with 12 AC.
Doing just fine. I took 0 damage.
That's true. I can tank a little bit, but that's a pretty big oversight on Nybrid's job here.
But
What class is he again?
He's an
Good.
artificer, and he gets a +1 to defense, but only if he's wearing armor or a shield. And I don't see anything in his character sheet, so to me it looks
Yeah.
like he's got
Dick.
12 AC.
That can't be right. We've had armor drops. I assume an artificer could do chainmail or whatever, heavy
He's
armor.
got up to medium armor.
Up to medium. Oh.
I mean, I don't know. If it's not in his character sheet, it's hard to make that call, right? So
Well, medium armor's not that great, but I think it's better than like cloth is 10 or whatever, right? So
well, plus it could get like a plus. He'll get most medium armor allows you a dex bonus of +2, right? So
it could be like
it could be like
14-ish.
it could be 15 or 16.
That's pretty good.
I can just put my thing there and it took a centel feat and stuff, and I can do attacks of opportunity for my echo, and like I can
Nice.
I can protect him at all times. I guess that's what I want to say.
Yeah, well, you know what? If it was just him, I'd say maybe we could find medium armor along the way.
Yeah.
But now we have to go find someone who can cast something to get him Scott depetrified.
Greater restoration, my old druid.
So
So yeah, it's up to Scott basically. I'm fine with either way.
Well, I don't know. I think you would probably continue, just because dragging my stone form down a mountainside doesn't seem very practical, and trying to convince some wizard from town to come up here just doesn't seem very practical. We're not a very loyal group, so I don't know why.
me is both loyal and stupid. So
Yeah. And
he will carry you
it's-
down the mountain or try.
No, we don't need to carry anything. My character is stupid. I can teleport 30 feet down the mountain, establish ropes and stuff, and lower this thing. It can be a safe descent. Like, no effort.
We gotta theoretically get the statue down.
Yeah, we got it. There's gonna be effort.
Yar, we split the booty fewer ways this way.
What have you guys decided about the next step?
Onward we go.
I'm gonna try lifting the statue. See how heavy it
Alright.
is for myself.
I assume I weigh 1,000,000 tons.
What's your normal weight?
Well, normal human weight, so
Go on.
I don't know. One unit.
One weight.
Of weight.
1 unit. I
One
weigh. I have the weight of 1 human.
There are rules for
Well,
that, you know.
We can Google how much does a human statue weigh.
Well,
Why
solid
is it only
stone.
showing me some of your things here, Borbs?
How many people can you carry? You have to be able to carry at least like, you know,
Alright.
a few
Let's-
people.
Yeah, that's a good
Let's get
question.
let's get me to make a strength check.
Okay, I will do that. I'm just gonna really quickly look up the rules on how much I can lift.
Yeah, there's some numbers. You can calculate it, but it's like a stone statue.
Okay, I can 30 times my strength score is how much I can lift.
Not bad.
And so 16 times 30 is I can lift 480 pounds.
You can lift how much?
480 pounds.
Well,
For how long?
unfortunately, Roan is 490 pounds.
Ah,
I know. I'll get you to where.
Google
roll
says
a
it's to be
strength
600.
check. 610 pounds.
Alright. Strength check it is.
Eight's not great. Is anyone gonna?
Dark, you too heavy.
Is everyone
Oh,
trying to help mount this on his back, or just letting me awkwardly kind of pull up in a jerking, wrenching motion, twisting
you
at the same
Too
time?
heavy.
as a party Roomba, let me help.
Me already helping.
Ah,
So I'll get Chipunk to roll a strength check as well. All right, so you've managed to lift him up, and me has him on his back. Are you securing him in some fashion? Or are you holding him with your hands? What's the thought now that he's on your back? And the way that he's casting this Eldritch Blast, he has his hands out like this. So they're coming over your shoulders, and his the rest of him. He was casting his spell like this with his foot up in the air. So you have this like both feet in the air. He jumps up and goes ha.
Damn, Rock,
At
you.
least that one that did some damage. So the legs kind of come around your hips at the same time. He almost fits like a backpack.
Don't worry, Rock, you. We save you. Start going back towards the edge of the cliff.
I imagined he cast like Algebra. I was like, yeah.
Well, this time he did 2 damage, so it was more of a like all of his efforts going in.
Yarr, what about Omnom?
Okay, we can't.
The whole point of this mission was to save one of our members.
Omnom, not killed by dragon. Omnom is Orkyu's princess. He's safe. Dragon kill everyone but princess. That dragon rule number 1.
Yarr. How are we going to get back across those gaps without dead with a dead weight.
Rope.
We're carrying an anchor.
We will lower the anchor with a system of ropes, which we will establish with like climbing and teleporting around.
You'll climb and teleport, gets him every time. So you guys are backing
Camp.
toward
Can
where
we
you,
make
where
camp
you came
for
up?
here? It's late at night. Let's make
That is
camp.
a good point. That is a good point.
Let's sleep the night. We've
Yes.
defeated the things. Perhaps in the morning it's worth doing a quick exploration of these caves we've cleared out before heading back down. Maybe there's a wizard in the caves who can save him. Riot.
Convenient cave wizard.
Just what you least expected.
Me is,
Roll of
me is
deep
tired.
petrification.
All right, I'll put him down. Start making a camp.
All right. Are you guys like making camp within one of the caves, or just kind of on the side of the cliff clearing here?
I think we're broken. I think we just pass out.
Was the middle cave like its own little chamber?
Chipunk went 10 feet in, lit a fire, and then came back out. Similarly, the caves that you guys each went in, you only went 5-10 feet in.
You got the storm going too. So.
Yeah. So the
Let's go
clear
to the
night
cave.
of the moon has now passed, and the storm's back coming over the mountains. Inspiration to me for remembering that the storm should have
You can't
impacted
give,
sight.
You can't
but
give inspiration to yourself, Ryan.
I know. That's why I'm giving it to me with 2 E's.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. People.
All right, let's
Storm. Me rusty.
do the cave.
Which one? The middle one? You guys haven't explored any of the caves.
Triangle
so-
cave.
Triangle. Oh.
Does everything a triangle can.
It's a tiny cave. I don't think we'll all fit in.
I could cast this, and we could listen to the echoes in the cave to see if any of them are shallow. It emits a thunderous boom.
Each creature in a 15
I won't
foot.
cast it at you, don't worry. Cast it towards the caves. Thunderous
Sorry,
boom.
wait.
It says originating from you.
He just
Yeah.
don't worry. He walks in. He does it.
Okay.
We can sound out the caves to see how deep they go, but we might, lure stuff out too.
So you guys are lining up at the triangle cave. Are you casting this thunder wave?
Yeah, I'm casting it at all of them, and we're all perfectly positioned to listen
Okay.
without moving the pieces.
So what are you targeting? Just the darkness inside the cave? Is that the
Yeah, it's more for the
idea?
thunderous boom, and I'm not
Okay.
trying to move anyone.
Okay. So you
You're gonna get us all killed, but it's okay.
I'll survive.
And more bass.
Me supported it.
you awaken an army of armored basilisks. No, you cast Thunder Wave, and a sonic boom goes what you think is deep into the cave, but it comes back rather quickly, and everyone covers their ears as it blasts back out the triangle-shaped cave entrance.
Alright, I convey that in a very convincing Scottish accent.
We have ears. We heard the boom.
You don't have ears. You have sensors.
You have sensors too.
Beep-boop.
Oh, wait. People.
So, are you guys going further into the cave? Are you trying to look around?
Let's do
what's
like a.
the good word
I'll do
there?
like a quick look around the cave just to make sure there's nothing close by.
All right, I'll have you. Do you have like a torch or something going? Do you have dark vision?
Don't have dark vision. I will use a torch. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll get you to make an investigation check. 5. Not great. So as you explore the cave, you wave your torch around and you find a curious-looking cave wizard on one side. That no, you wander around the cave and other than what appears to be a very large pile of rocks made into a nest with an egg in it, there doesn't seem to be anything but kind of animal bones, stones, pebbles, scratches on the wall. Nothing of note that you can see in this cave.
Me found dinner.
Yeah, and I also sort of like, as well, in parallel, instinctively, as a war machine after a battle, I also walk around and scout around. Is it safe? Like, am I still fighting? Are there any more threats? I'm also investigating.
In the triangle cave, you don't notice anything. Yeah, you don't notice anything out of the ordinary. It seems like a wild creature's cave. There is a large nest with a large stone-looking egg in the nest.
Pebbles? Are there any?
And some pebbles. There's some stones. You don't notice the pebbles as much as me might have. But
Hmm.
I bring the egg. Me found dinner.
I start moving the stones around into like a grave-like formation for Rowan. And some of the animal bones is like a cross with my tinker tools and rope.
I don't really need a grave.
that rope for?
Got you.
To tie the two animal bones together to make a cross.
Give us
You've
question.
never
Cross.
done an impromptu grave?
No, I was just making a Boondock Saints reference. And I said, what are you gonna use that fucking rope for?
We always need rope.
Alright, I'm gonna crack this egg into our cooking supplies.
Wait.
Open up the bag, crack the egg. I'm out. This is
Did-
dinner, fellas.
Reasonable.
Ryan, didn't you say the egg is made out of stone?
It appears to be a stone egg.
Can you crack the stone egg?
Well, it might,
gonna
it
try.
might take some. It takes. I was just.
If
more
I know it's an
scared.
egg, I'm gonna try and eat it.
Fair enough. Wait.
All right. Are you guys setting up camp in the Triangle Cave? Is that the idea here?
Cooking dinner.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll have you make a strength check. I assume you guys have like a fire going and stuff like that at this point.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, me, can you move the corpse of Rowan to the front of the cave? We'll use him like a scarecrow.
Yes. After me cook dinner. Me in the middle of that.
Thank you.
So with a 14, you manage to crack the egg open. And where you would anticipate a very large yolk, instead a mostly or only partially developed lizard-looking creature embryo spills out, and it fills up the pot that you've got over the fire.
It's okay.
What is your problem?
And it makes a kind of sickening, sizzling sound as it roasts and crackles in the pot on the fire.
Lowlanders
Oh,
want some?
It's too bad Dum Num Yu is not here. He'd surely love this meal.
Maybe we save some for him.
Yes. Let's put it in his backpack.
So sorry, you guys are taking the basilisk embryo out of the pot and putting it in
No.
a backpack?
No, we're cooking it,
Okay.
and we're gonna save some for Anani.
I like my embryos all. Sun is up.
I smear some on the lips of the Rowan statue.
Ooh, the cure to being stoned comes from the basilisk embryo.
Basilisk embryo, well known for its anti-petrification properties. It's the basilisk stem cells that really give it the magic.
Worth a shot?
I thought it's a good idea.
It's not a bad idea. Smear basilisk embryo.
Like right up in the mouth. I mean, he's basically yelling and casting a spell, so his mouth is like wide open.
That should be our theme. We just start putting random things in his mouth.
Maybe try the basilisk blood, because like the basilisk doesn't turn itself into stone, right?
There you go.
So it has to have some sort of anti-stone juice inside
It's all
it.
in there. Oh, you mean the dead basilisk?
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Just split it open, smear its insides all over me.
It's all magic.
Instructions unclear. We smash open the statue.
Oh god! That's the last thing you should do. I need
Take
those
me
body
outside.
parts.
We start
I need-
breaking off small pieces of the statue and put them in the statue's mouth.
Oh no! You're feeding me my own organs.
Alright, so you guys have made this basilisk meal. You've desecrated your statue friend. Any other plans for this nighttime encounter? You're gonna rest? You're gonna...
Yeah,
I'm gonna rest.
Let's rest. Let's get a long rest.
Alright. Okay, yeah, you guys can long rest. Do you guys want to continue advancing, or do you want to call it a night there? Long rest is usually a natural break in the action, so...
Well, can we quickly fix the petrification situation? Or...
You gotta think about the resources you have on hand. I like the basilisk, embryo, and blood.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that is the key, but
Very creative.
you absorb better through your anus, so maybe we need to put the blood there.
Oh, it's not a working anus. It's like a little
Oh, it
stone
will be
anus.
as they slowly chip pieces of your anus out and put them in your mouth.
Oh. Oh god.
I'm trying
Only, only true love's kiss will bring him back.
Only true love.
Quick, grab his anus.
Right on the anus.
It's impossible. My stone clothing prevents any access to my anus. It's safe beneath stone.
We must gradually remove his stone clothing.
Oh, disturbing.
We need to find a dwarf.
At least chisel me some rock hard abs so I can get out of this with an amazing bod.
If you must feed me my own anus, at least give me the pleasure of rock hard abs. As of right now, your abs are rock hard, literally.
That's true. But
Mission accomplished.
I have a set of dice. It's a-
I'm glad you're making a thorough check of those resources. How about these dice?
because they usually are useful for this situation.
Make sure you check for potions. Does anyone have potions?
I have a potion of healing.
Greater healing.
I have
Potion
two of
of
them.
greater restoration. I think I had some potions. I had an extra cool red potion. But it's probably stone as well at this point.
You told us it was, so we wouldn't leave you, so yeah.
I think everything is down.
My vote is we'll stop here tonight, and that way we can more seriously discuss what to do, and Scott has time to put together a secondary character.
Yeah. Good old backup character. Never leave home without them.
You can control my echo. I can pretty much keep him up all the time. And you can fly.
Does the Echo have a soul?
Haha. You have 1 HP. He has a
Are
very
doing a long rest?
Yeah.
You should just bring back the, was it the druid?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The exact same swap out character to bring back the same swap out character.
At least this time, it's Scott's fault that he's dead, instead of all of you guys' fault.
That's true.
Look, you guys, that druid which I played was more powerful than I ever played him with, so he can literally just appear here, resurrect him, give you all guys like, I don't know, like infinite buffs and health, and like leave in one turn.
That seems realistic. I do remember him being quite absurdly powerful.
I think only twice playing him I used that spell, like here is like 70 HP, no questions asked.
Oh yeah.
But
He
anyway,
also started at level, what, 9 or 8?
oh yeah, pretty late, yeah.
That helps.
Late enough that we could all cast Greater Restoration anyway. Well, not all of us, but, you know.
Yeah.
Level 9 is when you can cast Greater Restoration, so.
Yeah, true. And I just want a droid to fly in as a griffin, depetrify and fly out as an elemental. No questions asked.
Bit of a pickle you find yourselves in.
Well, figure it out next time.
But, I mean, I don't want to give away any answers, but you guys should maybe just take note of what you can do, what you have, what you can get to figure out a solution there.
I'm sure that's the whole point of the game.
It's exactly it. I'm trying to be as absolutely vague as possible while leaving a slight glimmer of hope.
Can batch this statue from like multiple positions at the same time.
Go for the anus. That seems to be the weak spot.
Do we get through the long rest without being woken up?
Yep.
Oh,
Yep. You guys get through the long rest. Nothing seems to disturb you in the night.
Stats, though.
Do you guys want to call it for tonight there, and then we'll pick
Yeah.
it back up next week?
Sounds good to me.
We're tired.